to the flat for Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Come 19, come 19.
From the gun, Vick. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Viking 18. Panther 11, Panther 11, 18, Pioneer.
They will indeed go for it. Vick work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Randy Moss, touchdown. Randy Moss, 68 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Visitors 7, Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Set.
Now Young. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
10 black. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his running back out of midfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready?
Young to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
Young working out of the gun. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Pass caught by Thurman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Let's go.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Tag. 60 by.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Result is a first down.
We are through one. So happy to have you along. It's football. It's Oakland. And it's only on EA Sports.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set. Ready. Ready.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Get it.
Off the play fake, Vick. Got Lance Joyce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
19 Chargers, Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats, 60.
Here's Vick. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Ready.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
10 cycles.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ready. Black, 95. Hut.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, the legend pass rush gets home, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Another 3 and out.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Sanders has it poked And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Check smash. Here we go. Black 40. Check, blue, check. Hut.
First and 10, Taylor now. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And that is incomplete. On the coverage, a little too good there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Set, ready. Get ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Set, hut. 60, ready.
Looking to throw, Young.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Blue, blue, go. Hut, hut.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Alvin Kamara.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Get up.
Vic readies to throw. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go street.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and 8.
Tag. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
To throw, Vic. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On the set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready. Viking 18.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic, he'll try and do this himself. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Running right through him. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 9.
Right, 97. Black, 10 black. Set, go.
And here's Kamara on the read option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Young now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Opposite. Still. Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Come on, set. Yellow, zoom. Set.
Young.
Poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm going to quit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Bronco 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Throwing, Vick.
He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
Now Young. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Clock 40.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as as they stop it behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Young will set to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jameson Williams, 68 yards. And the Raiders have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Sanders now to have the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Our home team 14. Visitors 13.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. He's in the space past the 25. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. 1 quarter to play. It's football once again here in the East Bay. The fans love it. And we're back after this. This is a special presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Again, it's Vick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Legends touchdown. Darren Waller, 26 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Let's go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. D'Amico Ryan's the one that got him down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Smash. Hey, check smash. Here we go. Here we go. 33, yellow. Set, go.
On play action, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On the double.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue, set.
Throwing, Young. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Set, ready. 50, green. Hut.
Taylor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go. Ready.
Young now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
52, blue. Trouble, 38.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Sanders on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Now this
this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Go.
Vick to throw it. Waller taking it in over the middle. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
2 minutes to play here in Oakland. Who gets the turducken? It's on its way in from the oven, and we'll find out who gets it after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready.
Once again, it's Swift.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Vick.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
38.
Young. It's complete. Kamara.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
To the sideline, and then there's a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Caught in a fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Ready?
Here's Young.
Williams brings it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
17 more yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Kamara up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
And the Legends going to use the first of their timeouts
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, set.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Set, go.
They run it again with Kamara.
Now the Legends going to take their second timeout.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Sanders is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Vic to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Ready, ready.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Raiders. And so for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching this special presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from the Bay Area. And save me a drumstick.